That was on my phone.
To Rikio. You know my whole I actually haven't talked to you in 2 years. So
Yeah,
you don't know
exactly.
this, but I told Leon in the car ride last week. I said to him, if I ever win the lottery, I'm going to revive Rikio. I'm going
Make a Hollywood movie out of it.
No, I'm gonna make a full-length anime. I'm gonna make a Rikio Warriors game. Team Ninja. I'm going to throw money at fucking Team Ninja and be like, make Rikio a game.
I'm really thinking about how awkward it would be to fight Kite Guy in a Warriors game. His model wouldn't be animated. He'd kind of just float around.
It would be his.
That would be his Muso.
And just
he just always does it.
No. There's like a variation, and then just because so it's not unfair. Like sometimes he's in the air, but then most of the time he's on the ground, sort of close to the ground, hovering, so Riki can hit him.
Far away,
That's actually my favorite character in Rikio, by the way. Like, if you honestly have to get a picture of me or whatever from, was it Korean? Ask him to draw me on a kite. Tell him I want to be on the Rikio kite. I want there to be swords on the bottom of the kite, and I want it to say, "The true fight begins now." Because that to me is the greatest moment in Rikio. Like, I haven't read the whole thing. There's so many good things about Rikio, but that to me blew my mind.
If you ever go back, just as a warning, there's in the middle of it, there's a unrelated not even probably a part of the same universe, story just kind of jammed in there.
I know a decent amount. As I told you before, I got up to zombie fucking Jack Nicholson hanging out with Ricky's dead brother's head.
Yeah.
If you haven't read Rikio,
and Evil O.
I probably should.
I read Rikio.
Rikio's
I
legendary.
didn't read all of Rikio, so I read a good portion of the first movie and beyond in one night. And let me tell you, I got up
Fist
to a
of the
point.
North Star, you will love Rikio.
Probably.
Just basically,
it has a lot of the same
every
dumb
time you
puzzles.
think that it can't get dumber, it does.
Yes.
Every time you
We've
it throws
seen the live action movie.
You've heard me about the Kite Man, and I got really high.
Yeah,
I think you'll be proud of me.
We've all seen the live action movie.
Yeah.
It gets way dumber than that.
Yeah. Words can't describe it. Every time you think something's not gonna get dumber, it does.
This is Invisible Miso Soup and all that.
No, that's
Baki.
That's Baki.
No, Baki is the spiritual
It's
successor.
still within the same wheelhouse, pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh, Baki's a little less dumb. Yes, I would say so. I mean, zombie Jack Nicholson manipulating time and space.
That's a feat.
Because he's best friends with Ricky's brother's head.
Evil 100-year-old Nazi with the upper body of RoboCop.
I think, you know what? I think Baki makes up for it in absurd body movement that doesn't make any sense.
Absurd body movement and,
Well, you also have to consider the fact that they follow
narrator
Descartes.
explanations of stuff.
I believe it's Descartes who said, "I think, therefore I am."
Yeah.
I think I can move my arm in multiple joints that don't exist because I can.
Yep.
Yeah.
My boy.
Philosophical as shit, bro.
Fucking Orochi's, Dopo Orochi's son. Is he first developed the karate punch so hard and fast that he can break the sound barrier.
Which is inhuman. Because if someone had actually done that, the muscles and shit would rip off your bones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait, so your karate so hard
does
that
a regular
actually
karate
barrier?
punch so fast that you hear a whip crack at the end of the punch.
I would call that the crack punch.
And so he talks with the Chinese martial arts master who's I forgot the main Chinese guy's name, but he's that guy's master. He's well, I got this punch here. I could break the sound barrier with it, but you can only pivot so many joints. You start from the foot, and then the knee, and then the hip, and then the back, and then the shoulder, elbow, and then the punch comes out, and that's how I break the sound barrier. It's who told you got that many joints? If you think you got more joints, then you do. You worked that out.
You figured that shit out.
And so he was yeah. And so he spent the next week and a half in the dojo
week and a half. Not years. Week and a half.
Just a week and a half.
Just standing in the dojo I think therefore I am. I think therefore I am. All right, let me think of
Can you
a.
imagine if that actually worked?
Like let me
God.
think of my. Let me take
You can do it.
I would
Compared to
vomit.
That's one of the pictures I kept using
I
for the
think I'm
skeleton
skinny.
thing.
I
Compared
think
to
I'm
what
skinny.
Netero does in Hunter x Hunter, like that's like, you know, I mean, he had to do that single punch for years.
Well,
Well, you also
that's
have to
spirit
consider-
shit though.
yeah.
That's like
But
when you
but
get
also-
into Nen, that's not. Yeah.
Like, there's a difference between that and, like, you know, like Baki and Riki-Oh
Yeah.
as compared to Hunter x Hunter. Hunter x Hunter is like a world with like supernatural powers. Like, I'm pretty sure Nen is like a power level or whatever. These are people. The way that like
These are supposed to
Riki-Oh
be
and
martial
Baki,
artists
yeah,
who just
yeah,
go beyond martial arts.
yeah,
But
yeah, it's basically
actually, Riki-Oh has some supernatural bullshit also.
Yeah, but I mean, like, yeah, okay, yeah, but I mean, like, that
When-
kind of like comes in later in like stupid ways.
Actually, it comes in
It's not
somewhat
like-
early with his brother. With
Yeah.
if you touch the swastika to the Star of David, then
Yeah.
shit happens.
But I would put that on a different level than like stuff like a shonen battle. I mean, this is like Riki-Oh takes itself very seriously. Like I feel like I could spoil a little bit because I mean, you know, I think that it will make people want to read it more.
The fucking the manga came out like this fucking
Yeah.
60s.
Do you remember
70s.
yeah, no, like 80s. It was after Fist of the North Star. But do you remember how Ricky's grandfather died?
Oh, I forgot.
He was tortured by a Chinese man who would stab him with bamboo shoots and then pour boiling hot soy sauce
Oh, yeah.
into the bamboo shoots. And then he like flayed him and like raised his skin over his head and then filled it with more boiling fucking soy sauce. And I was like,
Excuse me?
yeah. He like
Jesus.
flayed the man. He like peeled the man's skin off and filled it with boiling soy sauce.
What the fuck?
So
And
random.
he didn't die. He's like, I'm sorry, I'm dying. Like he was alive. That
Well,
doesn't happen.
That's pain beyond pain because not only is it boiling, but soy sauce has a high salt content. So
Yeah. Pouring salt on the
Diabetes.
wounds. Don't say anything.
Hmm.
You know about what happened. Oh, check out this. I got this from my old job.
It's a burn on his arm.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
God.
fucking 300-degree oven.
Did the donut demon come out of the oven and just was like,
No, Scott wasn't in that day.
No, but it hurt like a motherfucker. But I mean, I have a cool scar now.
But yeah, DJ.
Cool.
So the
This
thing I wanted to tell you, I finally did it.
he did it.
You did it.
I finished
It took him
Alabasta.
fucking
Ah!
years.
I fucking finished
You
it,
drop everything right now.
and I'm really upset because Pell should have been.
No,
There it is.
Like how the
That's
fu-
right.
How the fuck do you survive
Because
a fucking
Pell.
like a
Yo,
fucking
man.
I have an
I'm
answer.
I'm doing this for my
city.
friends.
I have an answer.
There's
I
no
have an
answer to
answer.
that.
Yes, there is.
There's no real answer.
I have
Fuck
an answer.
Pell.
The Dark Knight Rises.
What?
You ever see the movie The Dark Knight Rises? The Dark Knight Rises
I'm so
is
happy
literally the same thing as the Alabasta. Every fucking thing is the same. Look at it. Look at it. Fucking Luffy gets the shit knocked out of him by Crocodile. Bane fucks up Batman. They have to recover. They come back. There's two raging armies of resistance versus the
The
fucking
gate needs to
people
go
of
down.
Gotham. And what does Batman do at the end? He picks up a nuke and flies it into the ocean. And what does Pell do? Picks up a nuke and flies it into the ocean. The Dark Knight Rises is literally the Alabasta arc, and the Alabasta arc came out first.
that makes a lot of fucking sense.
Christopher Nolan is a closet weed. And if you don't believe me, the movie Inception is actually based off of a Japanese movie called Paprika. He is a fucking weeaboo. I swear to God.
Except Paprika is way weirder.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a lot weirder.
It's a lot weirder.
I feel
well,
like
that's
Inception-
like Black Swan is based off of.
You're
what's it
editing
called?
this one. This one's going
It's
about
based
give
off
a
of
shit.
a movie, except instead of her being a ballerina, she is a
Oh.
pop star who
Oh.
transitions to movies.
Ah, shit. I know what
Something
you're
blue.
talking about.
That's
Project
the one by
Blue.
Satoshi Kon.
Yes.
Same
He-
as Paprika.
Yeah. Yeah. What's the name? But like
Blue something blue. What is it called?
blue, something. I
Perfect
could check.
Blue?
Yeah, I think
Perfect
that's what
blue.
it is.
Yes.
I think that's what it is.
Unless a perfect blue is the show. What the fuck? No, that's blue gender.
Oh, my hands hurt.
All right, no, yeah, it's
With the
perfect.
vagina bugs.
With that.
Yeah, fuck blue gender. By the way, dumbest show ever.
Because of the fact that I
But
finally
yeah.
finished it.
But
Fuck
Satoshi,
Pal.
but yeah,
No, I'm gonna.
Yo,
I'm
He's a
Pal's the
fucking
realest motherfucker. He has so much endurance.
Pal.
No, and I
What else
no,
is-
and
what
no,
other
and I got
movies
really,
is
I got
Christopher
really
Nolan
upset
out?
because when Pell
Interstellar?
actually got back. Wait, I got really upset
Lately.
because when Pell got back to the
Interstellar?
city, he was just
I
like,
don't know if that's based off of any
Let him
anime.
finish.
when Pell got back to the city, he's like, "It's my grave." I'm like, "No shit, it's your fucking grave. You should have been
And
dead."
isn't it bullshit because he does nothing?
Did
so
Batman-
his death, it was him
Did Batman die in the Dark
being
Knight?
back alive was pointless.
Did Batman die in the Dark Knight? Let me answer the question. No, he
Probably
did not.
not, no.
He did not. No, he went to Italy with Catwoman.
Yeah, but instead of coming with Catwoman, he came with his tombstone.
He came to his tombstone.
There was a whole part with Batman's grave at the end of Dark Knight Rises.
Oh,
I
and-
saw that movie with Bob, by the way.
Yeah, and by the way, I would like to point out that
Pell?
like the same
CIA
thing.
is the best
So you say
character.
that Pell was useless afterwards. Well, that's where the Batman movies ended because now fucking
Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck's Batman.
Yo, Ben Affleck's a good Batman.
He's a great
I
Batman.
like him.
Wait, so what's
I
the-
mean,
That's the one thing I will not complain about that movie is he's a
Huh.
good Batman.
the only thing, everyone,
I feel like I'm
Batman
just
kills
filler
or
right
whatever.
now. 'Cause
Yeah,
I feel
but
like
isn't
be
he
filler for
supposed
a
to be
little
based
bit.
off of,
Cause it's just
was
like,
it, The
let's
Dark
just
Knight?
let's just
Who
develop
wrote that?
on
Frank Miller.
developing everyone else at the
He's
same
supposed to
time.
Oh my god.
He's Frank Miller's Batman.
Get
Frank
ready
Miller's
for
Batman
All
was
right,
like a
we can't be
buff old
having
angry
two
man.
different
Yeah.
conversations.
I was saying that Frank Miller's Batman's a buff old angry man, and that's who
Yeah.
Ben Affleck's.
I don't think he killed anybody though.
In
I don't
Dark-
think.
Yeah.
Oh no, he
killed-
killed. He
he
killed the
killed-
Joker. He did.
No, he didn't kill the Joker. The Joker's alive in Suicide Squad.
No, I'm saying he killed the Joker in The Dark Knight Returns. The
I think he.
No, he
Killing Joke.
nearly killed him in The Dark Knight Returns.
Okay.
He beat him very close to death.
He did kill him in the Killing Joke, though.
Wait, who?
That's actually honestly that's still up for speculation.
But that's not even really a part. That wasn't supposed to be a part of actual canon.
Yeah.
And then they made it a part of actual canon recently by
The whole point
making
of
it a false memory or some
and
shit like that.
The whole point of that story was it was supposed to be vague, but then DC Comics like, no, he killed him.
Yeah.
No, the writer who made it said,
Alan Moore.
yeah, it said like, nah, he choked him to death.
Alan Moore's like, and then Alan Moore just sits there being sad at all the adaptations of his works, is like, no shit,
And then he drinks.
and then just wallows away in sorrow.
And then Frank Miller is insane and makes garbage.
Yeah.
Well, 300 was pretty cool.
Frank Miller, like, oh, he also made Holy Terror. Oh God, Holy Terror.
I don't know.
There's
They
that-
were
that's a
like, holy
thing.
shit.
I don't know.
Yeah, pretty much.
Have you ever listened to Dude Soup? With Funhouse or whatever?
Yes. Well, yes and no.
All I
But go
remember, the reason I'm bringing it up is because I said, Alan Moore is probably in the corner drinking. Because Lawrence said that he once went to like an anime convention. And he's like, yeah, I kind of pulled an Ernest Hemingway. A bunch of kids were having an orgy in a room, and I just sat there drinking all their alcohol in the corner, all depressed. I'm like, yeah, that sounds like Ernest Hemingway. My life is so sad. I drove an ambulance in World War One. Kill me, please.
You you've seen some shit.
Yeah, but I mean, like, what is it? Fucking, who wrote George Orwell was like training child soldiers in the Spanish Civil War, and he's just like, I fucking love war. War's awesome.
War.
I mean, George Orwell's a pretty cool guy.
By the way,
Well, one is a psychopath and one suffers from PTSD. So what are we actually saying right now?
that the guy who's a psychopath is cooler.
veering the
I fucking love war.
War's awesome.
Speaking of war, and this has nothing to
I
do with
make
what you
tens
guys
of-
are talking about.
We'll get to we'll get back to One Piece.
But
soon, I believe,
okay.
in
I don't
that
know
part
if
of
you
parts.
watched the death battle between Ken and Terry Bogard.
Yes, I
Not-
did.
Yeah.
But I'm not
finally
going to
did?
spoil the outcome. But I will say
I agree on the winner, but the research was shoddy at best.
But that's the thing. What I loved about the research is that they actually used the third Fatal Fury
Yep.
movie with all the original Don't Steal characters, including Mars, the god of war, that Terry beat in the movie.
With the tear of blood.
Yeah.
I've only seen one.
That
Fatal
is
Fury
an edgy movie.
and that was the first one. And I watched that. Oh God, that was a waste of 45 fucking minutes.
I saw all
the first
three.
one was okay.
No, it
the second
wasn't.
one was the best because Terry goes on a fucking
Like he loses to Krauser and then goes on a walk of depravity.
Yeah.
and he gets really drunk and is like,
I love
lost
Walking
in this
Depravity
big,
where they,
beautiful.
you know what a Walking Depravity is.
this
When
big-
they show the character just kind of walking down a black alley with like neon signs, like superimposed going
nuts.
past them.
Okay, look, Krauser's nuts because like he beat Terry. No, not Terry. He beat Geese. Like Geese was 15, Krauser was like 6 or 9, and he beat Geese.
Yeah, but that was Geese before he gained his Steven Seagal powers.
Even then, like he literally Krauser apparently shits on him. He doesn't have any special fighting styles. He's just really strong.
He has Kaiser Wave though.
Yeah. He's got super DBZ fighting style.
And they never had a rematch. It's just Geese was like, I respect this dude. He's like my half cousin or something. Also, he's a piece of shit. Fuck him.
I'll never.
I'm gonna go trade him. I'm gonna go destroy the woods
the
with
best was in
my
the third-
raging demon.
No,
my fucking raging storm.
In the third movie, he does that, but then like nothing. He doesn't do anything else. He just does a raging storm, breaks trees.
Yeah.
All right, that's nice. Geese later.
Yep, he destroys like a big. He makes a campsite with his raging storm. That's the last time you see him in that movie.
I'll never forget how you described how Geese killed Jeff Bogard. Because you're just like, you're like, he drives up to him, jumps out the window, beats him up, and then gets back in the car and drives away.
He gets out the limo, beats him to death, and then leaves. Like
I know, but the way you described it was he jumps out the window of the limo. Just like I imagine him go,
or out the sunroof. Like,
Oh man.
But how he died in the fucking first movie was so stupid with the little girl at the...
Yeah.
Oh, she's so hot, I can't stand it!
That's the best line in that movie.
I agree with.
I just can't stand it.
That's why they had to do Wild Ambition.
That's the thing. You have to keep in mind the
Best
dubbing
game.
company who did those movies actually did a solid job compared to the other shit that they did, like Voltage Fighter Gao Kaiser, like Art of Fighting. The
I
movie.
am the ghost of a man that she
Here's
once
another one, if I-
defeated in a karate match.
That's the best line.
If I get a lot of money, I should probably do an Art of Fighting movie too. If
Yes.
I ever win the lottery. Who
Wait.
should play who?
That's a whole conversation for another time, but.
You,
Alright.
you
That's
gotta-
why-
you
that's
have
why-
to get. You
And
have to get.
Jeff Bogart is a part of me and Bob's nomenclature of like.
Kind of like how we have Frost Wars. and
What is
10-11.
that word? What does that actually mean?
It's naming conventions.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
that's an interesting
Kind-
word.
Yeah.
So not
It's
like
a part of our
Frost Wars.
nomenclature of
We learned
like
today.
dudes who are like dads who you barely know, but you knew they had a great impact on
Like
the main
Space,
character.
Space Jeff Bogart.
Yeah, yeah, that's the freaking
Gene Starwin's dad.
Gene Starwin's dad, Space Jeff Bogart.
Have we added any
Passing my
over
Coke.
the years? God, we
No,
have had
no,
it.
you haven't.
But we haven't. But they exist, and we
feel
gotta
like
find them.
We gotta like find them.
Yeah.
they got. I feel like they're really in the '90s though.
Yeah.
You know, no. George Joestar is one of them. George Joestar. He had a huge impact on Jonathan. Huge, and then this death was tragic, but he's
I-
only been around for like an episode.
George, I thought you meant Joseph's dad.
Isn't that George? That's George the Second, I think.
Yes, that's George the Second.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I think that George is known now as Jorge. Jorge Joestar.
I feel like
Are you gonna ignore that joke?
I feel like
Jorge Joestar, the greatest book of all time. That's apparently canon.
with the freaking Beyonds.
Well, no. I go on with what you're saying. I will remember it so I can talk about Jorge Joestar because it is the dumbest
Soon,
canon
very
shit
soon.
in history.
So I will say, also he took.
I feel like the Jeff Bogart has to have some stipulations. Like they have to have expertise in a field that the main character wants to get in.
Yeah, Jonathan wants to be a kind gentleman, and look at fucking George, a big kind gentleman, and even to the point where he took a knife for his son. Now think about that. That is
You're right,
impactful
you
as
got
fuck, because JoJo's wouldn't go on. The Joestar bloodline would have died right there had it had not been the noble sacrifice. He was sick too. He was already dying.
He wasn't sick. He was being poisoned.
Well, he was poisoned,
Yeah.
but yeah, he was sick
He
from
had,
poison.
he had an illness called "I'm being fucking poisoned."
Yeah, pretty much. He was
by my
dying.
shitbag
While dying-
adopted son.
He managed to muster the strength while dying of I got fucking poisoned, okay? And like took a knife for his son and still had enough like energy to give final words to his son as he's dying.
Do you remember?
Yeah, he's definitely in the
Do you remember when-
in the Jeff Bogart pantheon.
Do you remember when we were at Joe's house, sitting in his living room, eating fucking Domino's pizza, watching the Duong sub?
He
I'm
forgot
really
the
mad
falling
that
down rule.
That never went past part 1. They didn't do
No,
part 2
yeah.
or part 3 or
I
part
think
4.
that they actually ended with "Roses are red, violets are blue. You're not a very nice guy. Ripple magic, kung
Now
fu."
that we're talking about JoJo, I kind of want to bring up that there's a live action JoJo movie coming out and Takashi Miike's doing it.
Well, but Mike did the Crows movies.
No, he
I got a
does
second piss.
he does great but weird shit. He did the Yakuza
Right
live
now.
action movie.
Which I heard was terrible.
Yeah, here's the
I
thing.
heard
though.
it was like
Leon, don't go. This is gonna go off the rails very fast.
No, Mike.
Like always? Like
Yeah.
Mike is like he's a Japanese director who kind of specializes in turning anime and stuff like that into live action. So it's going to be
Did
interesting.
you do Marry Nikki?
No, I
fuck
don't know.
off.
But,
No, because there is a live action Marry Nikki.
yeah,
Go
but the
shit
guy
yourself.
that did the guy that they
Did you
chose
do
for
the live action
Jotaro,
Code
a lot of
Lyoko?
people. First of
That
all,
was in
like
France.
there's a few things that I'm a
Same
little
thing.
iffy about. The guy that they got to play Jotaro is only 5'11", and Jotaro is 6'5".
You're not gonna find a Japanese man that big.
I know.
Other
That's
than maybe the guy from Gaim,
That's
But-
nitpicking.
the
Not
the
really.
cake shop owner.
I mean, one of the big
If
parts.
they look the same type of heights, like compared to the other characters.
But that's not. They're not supposed to.
They could do some
The
CG
thing about,
stuff.
Yeah, the thing about the JoJo's, all of them is like at least all of them up until part 6 is, oh, part 5 actually is, they all because they have because of their British genetics or whatever, they are all above 6'4".
What does being British have to do with being above 6'4"?
Everything.
Because it's like genetics, genetic wise.
Yeah.
Well,
Like,
in the
Japanese-
animes, I've never even
white-
It's
noticed
like
that at all.
Caucasian genetics. I think the average height is something above 6 foot, or 6 foot.
Asian
And-
people are small.
Yeah, Asian people are like.
How'd you
5'7",
find this out?
5'8".
Did they just
What?
did they state it? Because
No, that's actually a thing.
No, yeah,
It's a
they
real thing.
mention all the time. They mention in every series.
I've never heard it mentioned in the
What?
anime.
What? The Jonathan's 6'4"?
Yeah,
That's actually not. It's
Like,
not
I
so
don't know
much,
why that matters.
Okay, it's not so
It's
much
not,
a detail.
because-
It's not so much a detail in the anime. It's actually more like in the manga. Like there's like the chapter pages. They'll have like a spreadsheet of like random facts.
Oh, so
related
it's just
to the
like random
characters.
No, it's
Yeah.
actually a big. It's actually kind of a big
It
thing.
is a big
because,
thing.
Yeah, because the point is, and they do talk about it, especially in part 3, how Jotaro is big and imposing as compared to other students. Because
Yeah,
he's
you see
6'5",
all the other high school
240 pounds of
students,
fucking muscle.
You know who the main character is when you
Well,
look
you
at
could
him.
fix that with like camera angles that makes him look imposing.
But
if
I-
you really need to get that point
But
across.
I mean, you're
there's,
also
there's,
kind
there's
of.
visual ways to
Yeah.
do that in film.
But you're also kind of throwing a lot out because also Koichi is supposed to be like 4'1".
He's a tiny guy.
Yeah, exactly. Like
So
I
you
think Josuke is
You have to
actually
find
the
a midget to play a movie.
Josuke is kind of the shortest of
Get
Peter
Hornswoggle
Dinklage
on
the Joestars though, because I think he's like 6'2".
Yeah, that
Yo,
universe.
if,
Yeah.
Now I'm thinking.
Jotaro is 6'5".
Now I'm thinking of
But
Peter
how tall is
Dinklage
Jolene?
playing Koichi. Oh my
What's up?
god.
How tall is
It'd be
Jolene?
amazing.
Jolene, I think she's like 5'8",
Yes.
5'9", which is fairly tall for a
I'll
woman.
use my stand, Echoes.
Echoes, first of all, is a great fucking song if you've ever listened to it. Echoes is like 23 minutes long, but the best way to listen to the song is you have to watch the end of 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Why
Because
you say Evangeli?
No, the last scene of 2001: A Space Odyssey is 23 minutes and 11 seconds long.
They
And
get
I believe
Linkin
that
Park
is
for
the
that.
exact length of Echoes, and it syncs up fucking perfectly, and it's really rad. So if you ever have the chance to watch it, it's on like YouTube or whatever. But back on where we were talking about live action JoJo's. I mean, so first of all,
One day.
as you said, you could fix the whole 6'5" thing, but one of the positives is I've seen a picture of the guy that's playing Jotaro wearing like a suit and a hat and whatnot. It looks pretty rad as it. Like, so he's going to look the part of Jotaro. He's just not going to look the height of Jotaro.
So they're doing part 3, not
No, part 4.
Oh, part 4.
Jotaro's in part 4. And
they're
also
doing live action part 4.
yes.
So
Which
they're,
I feel like
so
is
they're
the-
not doing the other ones first.
Well,
No.
I feel like part 4
they're
would be the
writing
easiest
they're
for us
writing on the
because it's
momentum of
in
part
Japan.
4.
It's in Japan,
Oh,
like
that's why.
because that's the thing.
And
A
part
lot of-
4 has fucking infinite momentum, so
that too, and also
Yeah, from what I've
it
heard,
is
it's
a
just the
very,
strongest.
if you think about it, a very contained story
Yeah.
within that universe, like part 5.
But
And
also,
it would be
it's not
manageable
just-
for filming because
no, yeah, because part 1 takes place all in
because
England.
if they
So
do
they're not gonna
part 3,
fly
they're just
people
gonna
out
go
to
all
fucking.
around fucking India.
I mean, they're not gonna film it in England. They probably have to fly out the entire cast to New Zealand.
That's true.
Part 2 takes place in Mexico and in Japan. No, not Japan. Italy, and I think Switzerland.
Wait,
The
part
end
2?
of-
Yeah,
Yeah, part 2. I think the end is in Switzerland
And New York.
and in New York. Part 3 is
It's like all of
Egypt,
India.
China, fucking India.
They didn't go to China.
Yeah, they started in China. They went from Japan to China. That's where they met. Polnareff. In China.
Yeah.
In Hong
That's
Kong.
right. That's
In Hong
absolutely
Kong.
right.
Yeah, 'cause in the-
Yeah.
But so the
Completely
reason why
forgot
part
that
4
he
is
went
so
to
good
China.
is because it takes place just in a rural town in Japan.
Yeah, so that in terms of that makes sense for.
I think the
live
most
action, though.
Chinese
You're right.
part about that whole episode is when
I don't know about the
Polnareff
other ones
and Avdol
at all,
fight.
to-
You look at where they are in that park, and it's the most Chinese thing ever. You see like rustic dragons and shit hanging around.
I'm thinking back to the to the fight scene. In
It
the
looks
anime,
like-
and I'm like, yeah,
it looks
that,
like
that
Fei
was
Long's
Chinese
Street
as fuck.
Fighter 2.
So I was
level.
thinking part 3. I'm surprised they're not doing a part 3 live action because
Well, yeah.
I feel like
It's multicultural. That's why.
yeah,
it'd
you'd
be
have to go.
hard.
You'd have to fly everywhere.
Yeah.
That's
but I feel like those countries that the
It would be easy.
movies take place in is like cheap to film in.
Yeah, but you also have to consider the fact that you have to consider all the stupid CGI and
Yeah.
finding the
Ah,
right
yeah,
people,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and
Where-
you'd have to hire so many fucking
Whereas
actors.
part 4 is a lot
Well,
more street level and probably easier to
I'm
manage.
assuming
Yeah,
you'd
'cause you can
condense
stay
it
in one
to a
place.
few.
No, they're doing. It's gonna be multiple movies for part 4. Like the first movie's just
Oh,
gonna.
they're gonna do multiple.
Yeah, it's a
But
movie
I
series.
have to wonder, like, what is going to be taken out? Like
They're probably gonna cut out a big
a
part.
bunch of stuff.
Because,
I'm imagining.
The man that gets
They're,
turned.
they're
into a
cutting
fucking
out. They're
stone.
cutting out a lot of Koichi.
Yeah, no,
side
they
shit.
know they have. They
I know
have
they're
to
gonna.
include
I
that.
know
They have to include that.
they're
should.
going to
Because
cut
it's
out
still more-
a lot of Koichi
Let's go
side
eat
shit.
Italian food.
No,
And-
they might keep that.
They're probably gonna cut it short, but I feel like they're gonna keep that.
cut out all of Koichi shit other than him meeting his girlfriend.
Yeah,
Mm.
I can
Yeah.
see that.
yes, DJ.
Maybe I haven't gotten to it. Because
Okay.
he meets
Does-
a girl,
I
Yeah,
can't
the
re-
girl with the hair.
but it's not his girlfriend. She just thinks that in her mind.
Yeah,
because she's a nut
that's
job.
what I mean.
I
Alright, yeah.
can't like.
I was about to say, did he meet another love interest?
Does
later?
Lock Dude? They're probably gonna cut out Lock Dude entirely.
Yeah, he's really
I liked
contained.
him.
I
liked
can't
him,
wait
though.
to see who they choose for Rohan because I fucking hate Rohan. Oh,
Dude, I remembered. Like, I watched that episode of recently with John Ken Kid, and then like they're just in the bookstore. All right, fine, I'll play with you. John Ken decks the kid in the face, in the fucking face.
Rohan's such a piece of shit. I love him.
Yeah,
so
but
much.
I love
him
But
that
he
and
was
hate him.
the only one to keep up with manga deadlines in the
They-
sped up time.
They did John Ken Kid so well, by the way. He had the most annoying fucking voice ever. He just ran up to Rohan. John Ken! John Ken!
As long as he punches spaghetti, it's fine.
Oh, and another thing that I hate. I'm kind of like.
to punch the spaghetti.
Like, why
Yes,
is that?
punch it.
Why is that Josuke's most iconic pose though?
He doesn't do it in the anime!
I know, but his most iconic pose, like everybody has an iconic pose, and his is him punching a pan of spaghetti.
Yeah. Oh, no.
I mean,
Specifically the pose where he's like this. Like,
Where he's
Let's go
leaning.
get Italian.
where they're
food.
leaning over to the side, like, awkwardly. It's like, if you look on, like, I think the fourth part of that, you'll see it. Like, he's just doing a really weird
He's
lean.
like, oh, I'm coming after you. But yeah, but like, as I said, like everyone's got like their own iconic pose. Like, I have a dream to become a gang star,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
mine is I'm gonna punch a fucking plate of spaghetti. Like, it just goes to show you,
Rohan
like,
is, I'm gonna punch
Wait,
a
did
12-year-old.
Jonathan have one? I
Jo-
don't remember.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's the one that
That's right.
started it all.
you can't see me face.
The head.
yeah, and then
Don't say it.
Joseph was his whole thing. Joseph was his one with Caesar, where Caesar picks up the fucking the Nazis locket and bites it. That's
Never gonna
his.
get continued.
But yeah, everybody has one. Johnny's is
Cover
yeah. But anyway,
girl.
yeah, Vogue. Oh yeah. So the second thing that I'm kind of a little iffy about, and I think this is like I guess like there is an explanation, but Joseph is being played by a Japanese man. He's British.
Yeah.
He is British though.
Yeah, but
He should be played by an old white guy.
And the
Get
fact that,
the-
and the
a
fact that
big old
Joseph,
white guy.
and the fact that Joseph hates
that's the
Japanese.
No,
expected
because
outcome
the
because
only
look,
person
there's
who
a
could play him would
that's
be
the thing,
Christopher
there's-
Lee, and Christopher Lee's dead.
the Terraformers movie, another movie that Takashi
Miike's
Miike
doing
is
that too.
doing. That's a multicultural group, all Japanese actors.
Well, yeah, and I guess the Attack on
Aren't
Titan
they
movies, but the
usually
Attack on
all
Titan movies were
Japanese,
fucking
though?
ass.
The other thing is that I find that ironic
Yeah.
the fact
Sad.
that
Or
Joseph's
that-
being
I mean, I haven't
being
seen many
played by a
Japanese
Japanese.
They had Toho
Yeah,
on that movie.
well,
I just,
no.
find that funny.
No, but do you know why Joseph hates Japanese people? He uses it as a cover for his affair.
Oh right.
Yeah. I mean, he had an affair with one of his Japanese students while he was teaching
What
in
a
Japan.
guy.
So that's why he's like, oh, I fucking hate gooks! I hate Japanese people because he had an affair. And
So,
has a secret bastard child.
I guess we should get back because DJ's literally been like, guys, let's talk about how dumb Pell
Oh.
is.
I
Let's
should
talk
tell
about
you.
One-
I should
let's
tell
talk
you the
about One
last
Piece
thing.
more.
Luke Cage just came out.
Yeah.
Yes,
I need to
knew.
actually-
I think
watch.
that they chose the wrong actor for Luke Cage.
Why?
I think
Well,
it should have.
well, you know that
because
he was in the other
no,
one.
but here's who I think should have played him. Not an actor. MC Ride.
Who?
You don't know Death Grips?
Yeah! No, here's the thing. He's
I'm
not.
so lost.
He's too lanky though. He's
Yeah,
not toned
he's not buff
enough.
enough.
I
Not
know, but I
buff
think
enough.
it would have been funny.
It
That would have been really funny. He just walks out. Steel flames.
It goes, Guillotine! Yeah!
I love
Sit in
that.
the dark and pond.
I literally I'm sorry, just one more second to get to Pell. I just want to say Death Grips just sounds like it's not really, I don't know what it is other than just a guy and his other friend getting really hype and banging shit around.
Yeah,
Like,
they
that's
pretty
what I
much
can
just,
like
they pretty much
call
just
it.
sit in their in a fucking garage and throw shit at the fucking
It's like the
door.
Super Saiyan machine that's at
Boom.
Comic-Con every year, like scream really loud. That's literally
They're
what they
terrifying.
are.
Their music's terrifying. by the
It's
way.
really scary.
But no, but they're considered.
We're gonna take another second to get this out.
It gives me quite a frighten.
They're considered actually like real, but like if you look at all the critics who have looked at their music and they're like, these guys are incredibly innovative, all their music is reviewed positively, but if you listen to it, you're just gonna be like, what is this? Like, the best way to explain it is, there's some show on Cartoon Network about bears.
We Bears.
Yeah, but there's a picture of all the members of Death Grips with all their faces over the bears, and it says, and it's I guess a quote from the show where it's like, I guess our music is like too complex for them to understand. It's like, I guess there's an episode where the bears make like a band, but like they say something like, I guess our music's too
Anyway.
complex for everybody to understand,
Now-
and then it's Death Grips.
What's the one other thing Leon
Also,
wanted to take away from Pell?
Stefan and I are dressing up as Death Grips for Halloween this year.
Excellent.
Yeah, fucking anime is about like multicultural teams are kind of a joke.
Yeah.
It's like they could have a good story, but they don't know nothing about multiculturalism.
They did a pretty decent job with England.
I love how black people are always conspicuously absent.
Or
thought you had a
incredible athletes that are just on a different genetic level, like in iShield 21.
But they know that. They know
Guys,
that. That's one thing they know.
Guys, listen, I don't think you
fucking
understand.
Attack on Titan. Where's black people?
What
They
if-
all were
okay.
eaten by the Titans.
You know what?
Africa's completely safe from the Titans because Titans can catch AIDS.
Okay, Ippo.
That's gay people, not black people.
Ippo does good to black people.
Africa has AIDS. Lots of AIDS.
Leon.
Africa does have a lot of AIDS.
That's why this.
But black people have spread out so far and
Okay.
wide now that
Yeah, that's
About
true.
Dragon Ball with Mr. Blue.
Oh, God, stop.
yeah,
Yo,
fucking who else?
Ippo does. Ippo
We
has-
mentioned another. I know.
Yeah.
Ippo
We should
was
save this
great.
for the
Ippo was an
panel.
11 on 10 with everything.
The really shitty manga Tenjo Tenge.
Oh, Bob, you don't get chi. You just work on your muscles. Just run with these tires on you. Don't worry about it.
DJ
He's
keeps
got
looking at
dreadlocks,
Dan
too.
like he wants to talk about.
I don't
Pell
know
really
what's going
bad.
on around
Because
here.
he really wants to talk about
Oh.
Pell. He really
All
wants
right,
to
so
talk
we got
about
Attack
One
on
Piece.
and fucking
Ippo.
no
Bleach.
Terraformers
Oh, it's got
with
Bleach.
the fucking
And
oh
Leon-
these goddamn cockroach space coons are taking over Mars.
Space. it's so sad because they look like fucking
As he should
cartoonish 1920s.
No.
Because he should be dead, but you know, he's not.
Should be dead.
At least there are no pickaninnies in it.
Not yet.
Why the fuck do... What's the fuck's up with like mumble rap and why do all of them look like fucking 1920s like
Shit, you just brought up
pickaninnies?
a good point. Except for they color their dreads now.
Yeah, but like they have like the fucking
The mini dreads.
yeah the pickaninny haircut. Like I know the
cute
pickaninny
little
is obviously a
My
racist
mini
term,
dread,
but I
yes.
mean like that's the only way to describe it. It's really fucking weird.
I don't care about mumble rap because it's not taking like people keep
It's-
thinking that it's taking over rap. It's not. It's just a new
What
facet.
the fuck is mumble rap?
It's exactly what it sounds
Don't
like.
worry about it. You don't
use
listen
actual
to it
words.
and don't even worry about it.
You really don't need to.
So it just sounds like rap
Wow,
on someone's
Danny,
phone.
it's
No,
like-
they
I don't
use
know.
real
No,
words.
I know.
They just don't
I know.
enunciate.
It's really
Yeah,
shitty.
it's basically they just have like really strong beats and then just really shit.
Rapping, no
Yeah.
no real rapping talent. None of them actually consider themselves rappers or try to call themselves rappers. Lil Yachty doesn't call himself a rapper.
But he says that people like Tupac and Biggie are shit compared to him.
Yeah, guys, I think we've been.
Well, I mean, what? It's Lil Yachty. Who fucking
Yeah,
cares?
exactly.
About what he has to
First of
say?
all, his name's Lil Yachty. Second of all, his name's
Sorry.
Lil Yachty.
I love you, DJ.
Hell needs to be
And Lil
sandbagged. It's
Uzi
fine.
Vert, he likes to call himself a rock star.
Lil Wayne. Remember
No,
Lil
Lil-
Wayne's rock album?
Oh.
Remember?
Leon,
when he picked-
genuinely, listeners, Leon had a genuine cringe face.
That was more like that
I've
was
never
more
seen
like.
that ever.
That looked like his life flashed before his eyes.
You may want to pour yourself some more booze.
Like his skeleton came out of his skin.
It's no bueno.
Yeah, don't go listen to that album.
So how about the
Rebirth, I think it's called.
All I know is that he picked up a guitar once and is like, I kind of look cool wearing it.
The only half decent song in that entire thing
Hell
is
will
fucking
never
Prom
not be
Queen.
sad.
What, you mean the only single?
Yes, his single is the only halfway decent song
It's fine. Fuck
in that entire album.
So we're going backwards a little bit. Okay, we talked about so we were talking about
Pell.
black people and fucking anime.
There's only two people in the double XL cover that is good, and that's
I
Lil
met
Dicky.
Leon's going.
And I
with
forgot
sandbagging.
one other person,
This is
but
good.
yeah. So I'm done with this topic, though. We can come back to it later. What about Pell?
DJ, what were you gonna say?
What were you gonna say?
Well, I'm gonna sandbag Pell because I didn't want to talk about Pell to begin with.
You kept looking at Dan like this
Because it wasn't for that. I wanted to ask you, what about the other heroes in Alabasta?
What about the other hero?
The frog with the cannon?
Oh my god. No, I thought. Okay, fucking. What was it? What was it? Miss Father's Day and
Miss
Miss 7. They're so fucking last second villains.
They were
Amazing.
Like they were so irrelevant.
like I love it. Like Vivi's running and it's like, ha ha, we forgot about us, didn't you? Ha
Like, we most certainly did. Yes.
Yeah, we definitely did because you never.
Who are
fucking
you?
came up.
Like literally, the ending could have been like done so much better. But why the fuck were they just there? They were just last second villain. They were just last second like. Oh, you have to fight us now.
Alright.
They get knocked off in like 2 seconds by Vivi.
Now, you said that you finished Alabasta.
Yo,
so
yo.
what was the last thing that you saw in the Alabasta arc?
Did you see the lady who could make
Hold
gel
on.
on her fingers?
What was the last thing?
Last thing I watched.
Yes.
Talks in the third person.
It's a very important moment.
Oh wait, you know what her name is?
Yeah.
It's a very important moment with a very important man.
I mean, the last thing I
It's
saw.
something that involves
no,
Bon Clay.
No, the last. Probably.
Oh my
I mean
God.
clearly.
Did you or did you not see that man sacrifice himself for the greater good?
That was
He
so
deserved
stupid.
to die.
That was so
It wasn't stupid. He was like, swans never die, motherfucker. I'm going to impel down for you.
stupid.
I really love how Luffy
I love
puts maximum pain on the final boss all the time.
He doesn't kill anybody though.
Yeah, but he beats the goddamn shit
That's the
out of
thing.
people.
Okay, does Zoro kill? I'm not sure.
Yeah, no,
Zoro kills.
Well, no, like
Zoro doesn't.
I've never seen him kill
no,
anyone.
No, because
I've seen it really fucked up.
DJ, because apparently they said that he killed Das Bones.
No.
He didn't kill the metal guy. He comes back later.
Yeah.
Like
They
it's
didn't
weird.
kill
It's
him.
weird because they said he killed Das Bones.
That's what they thought, because, like, you look
Yeah.
at it from a
Did they
fucking
actually
glance.
say that?
Like, okay, the fact that Daz Bones has really rock-hard skin is, like, they've never seen him get
Blade
cut
Man.
by someone. And it's, like, a big deal. They thought, wow, what the fuck, is he dead? Like, he's not dead, though.
Yeah, he comes back later.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, spoiler.
That's kind of
Well, he doesn't know the
disappointing.
context.
And also, I mean,
It's not really, because he's kind of just a minor character very
but
later.
still, you have to consider the
Well, he
fact
was a
that
threat at
the
the
Straw
time.
Hat Pirates, at a
He's around at a
fairly
very
weak point
important
in their
event.
careers,
Oh, he was, yes.
defeated a group from the Shichibukai,
Yeah.
which is pretty ridiculous.
Mhm.
If you don't know what that is, they're privateers.
Oh.
You know privateers?
I don't think I've seen that.
No, a
None that
privateer.
I
They're
No, a
pirates that
private.
work for the government.
Yeah, a privateer is basically like Nathan Drake. Not Nathan Drake. Sir Francis Drake. Basically, the government pays you to be a pirate and basically raid other pirates and whatnot. It's a legitimate thing.
Not the.
No, like in real life, Francis Drake.
Not the warlords.
Yeah.
Okay, I was about to say.
Francis
Yeah,
Drake
yeah, like, I'm
was
like- I would've
paid
thought
by
that
the government,
Crocodile was
by the British
No,
government to
Crocodile
take
is a
out
war-
Spanish
or was a
Spanish
warlord.
bucks.
That's the thing, the Shichibukai
Well, no,
is
it's
just
not-
a
it's
Japanese name for the warlords of the sea.
Yeah.
In America,
Oh.
they call them the warlords of the sea. But honestly, Shichibukai is a really cool name.
Yeah, but
Not to
basically,
sound like a weeb.
yeah, the Shichibukai or the warlords of the sea, they're privateers. They're paid by the government to fight other pirates. Like a bunch of cool.
So like Crocodile.
Crocodile was a member, but he gets kicked out after he gets fucked up. But
After he gets fucking bodied.
He gets
which
roasted by-
and of course Luffy never becomes a member of the Shichibukai because he's like, I'd rather be a pirate.
Fuck that shit. Freedom.
He's like, oh, I'm gonna be the 8th world. I'm like, okay.
No, my favorite is
I'm like, okay, Luffy.
my favorite is somebody said to him, you're a true hero, blah blah blah, and he goes, I'm not a hero. Heroes have to share their food. He's like, I'd rather be a pirate.
That's a good point.
And fucking
So-
and Zoro's like, I'm not a hero.
By
I
the
gotta
way,
sell my, I gotta share my
everybody-
booze.
And I
Get
mean
out of
it
here
right now. If you like One Piece, everybody, even if you don't, everybody needs to watch the 6th One Piece movie, or it's like the 5th One Piece movie, done by the same guy who did Summer Wars.
Which One
Which
Piece
one is
movie? Which One
The
Piece movie
Secret
was
Island
it?
of something.
Oh, is that the creepy one?
There's, I think,
really creepy.
We watched that together.
Yes, I
Are
watched it
you
with
thinking
you.
of one
Yeah.
with Shishi
See,
the
is it
Lion?
another creepy island?
It's like
actually
they
really
redid.
weird. It's
they
a
redid the
so-
Arlong fight though.
Yeah.
Like one of the One Piece movies, I think they redid the Arlong fight like beginning to end.
Yeah, they
I
did.
didn't see that.
Which
Um,
the Arlong fight is personally like out of all the
I
fights,
did
it's
see a
my favorite.
I
fight.
did see a Japanese
it's
only
very,
One Piece
It's
special
very slobber knocker.
featuring like they go
Before
to an
everything, it's
island
Crazy.
that with a
Like,
pirate.
you
that's
see all these
cursed.
maps that were made by the girl that belonged to me. Fuck you, axe kick. Boo.
I know. I just like how it
Yeah.
starts up. He's like, "Hey, are you Arlong? Yeah, I'm
It
Arlong."
gets to
Fuck you.
But yeah, Secret Island.
Fucking clocks him.
The one moment that's really good that I was like in the anime is when Luffy punches the shit
The
out
Celestial
of
Dragon?
out of the Celestial Dragon. Like that is animated so good where you just feel like
Yeah,
Because the thing is, he doesn't
they
use his
spend
stretchy
episodes
shit.
letting you know that
no,
the
and also the
Dragons are
Celestial Dragon
pieces
is
of shit.
such a piece of shit
Like-
that you're just like fuck him up.
Like the building blocks is like
Such a piece
you got
of
this
shit.
piece of shit like high society person walking down,
I'd punch my hand
being
in
the
the heart.
most piece of shit as he can be a piece of shit.
He's
Oh, I'm
riding
going to
on
buy-
top
I'm
of a
going to buy
giant
this-
fucking pirate.
I'm going to buy this slave
It's like
that
they're a
was your friend.
caricature of rich people.
Yeah, I'm going to buy the slave that you made friends with, and then like Luffy walks up, doesn't even use any of his like stretchy shit. He gets within punching range and punches this shit out this man's face
I mean,
so hard.
he also was probably using hockey at that point. I mean, hockey, obviously wasn't talked about. at
Yeah,
that
but
point,
he probably emotioned his
He
hockey
hockeyed
into
the
his
fuck
fist.
out of
could-
that.
that's
No,
very
no, no,
possible.
no, no. That was before.
No, but
because that
but-
was during
but you're
that,
implying
and
that-
then he goes get hockey because that's
but
when he
you're
gets
also
No, like, he-
but you're also implying that he didn't have control over hockey.
Well, he didn't have control over it, but he
yeah,
had.
exactly. He could have
Because he used the
tapped
Emperor
into
or
it, not
during
knowing
the.
what it is.
Dan just
Yeah.
hears hockey, the sport.
Yeah, he used.
Hockey,
Like I have
yeah.
no.
Hockey is
Don't talk
basically-
about it yet. Don't
Yeah,
talk
it's
about it yet,
basically
'cause I
like
haven't-
chakra and spiritual. It's like the
Yeah,
power level.
because he uses the
Okay.
Emperor or during the freaking the war.
Yeah,
War.
where everyone's like,
No.
what the fuck was that?
Yeah, and then a whole bunch of weak people just black out. It's like, oh,
Yeah, no, hockey's fucking rad as shit.
No, but I also like the fact that the one thing I
So it
kind
was
of
inside him all along, but he just learned of it when
Yeah,
he
he
went
learned how to control it. That's like
Boa
when he
Hancock.
vulcanized his fist. That's like
What?
The current arc.
that's a
I've been
stronger
keeping up
version
with
of what he
Podcrash.
normally does.
Oh, this is probably something that he's going to be
I heard
doing
What's-Her-Face
now
comes back.
for me.
VP.
Yeah.
Okay. That's coming together. The
No,
last
but
thing I
it's
saw
all
is he
about
met that
something.
kid that I finally understand what the fuck it is.
Mhm.
But yeah, TJ, like one thing
Where it's like, okay, let's just shoehorn him now.
I
Like,
love
oh, he
Sanji.
was
That's
there
pretty-
now!
Yeah,
Wait,
you
who?
learn about who
Sabo.
Sanji really is.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
Where it's like,
I'll
okay,
catch up.
Flashback. Sabo was their friend.
no, but like one thing I kind of
Who
like.
is Sabo?
Don't tell him. Don't tell him.
He knows. I told him.
Oh.
But Dan doesn't.
Well, if you look at the
I forgot,
flashback,
so don't say
Dan
no.
doesn't. Dan doesn't.
If you watch the entire-
if
if you watch and read the entire flashback, it's like, yeah, he's gonna be a thing.
No, but like, was it DJ came with me and Stefan to like a wrestling show or whatever, and afterwards we were waiting for Stefan's mom to get off work, and we walked over to a GameStop, and there was a pop figure of Sabo, and I go, oh look, it's Sabo, blah blah blah, and DJ looks at me and goes, I don't know who that is. You just spoiled a lot for me. I'm like, oops. Yeah, he's like,
Pretend you didn't hear that.
Yeah, the dub literally just showed me the first thing of him even.
yeah, at the time,
And,
Well, yeah,
and
when
it
you-
just looked shoehorned in.
Sabo's pretty cool.
When you get to
He
the
seems cool.
when the thing happens
You'll
to
see
him,
what happens.
Shit, fuck kid.
No, you'll see what happens.
when the thing
You'll like it
happens
a
to
lot.
him that happens, and they do the dialogue at the end, you'll be like, ah, never mind. I'm not even surprised.
Oh, who do you think's okay? This is totally speculation. You should probably know who this guy is at this point.
I
who
wouldn't
do you-
know.
Then cover your ears for a second.
It's so later.
I'm still
though,
in the
isn't it?
tournament for the fire fruit, mind you.
Yeah, no, don't worry. It has nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
Just close your ears for a second, Dan.
I can't.
All right, so who like if
You're
I'm gonna
It's your own
name
fault.
I'm gonna name two
I
people.
literally can't.
If you had to guess who you think the final villain of One Piece will be, of these two people, who do you think it's gonna be? It's either gonna be Shanks and Eustace. It's
Which one's Eustace?
Eustace is the one that uses.
He's the one with the mech,
Oh,
mech
yeah, yeah.
arm.
no
with
with
the
magnets.
magnets,
How
yeah.
does he work?
I just say mech arm because he just puts it all in the
Eustace is
one
so
I don't
Sure,
think
man.
Shanks is
Do
going to be the
anything
final
with him.
boss.
Well,
I think,
they're gonna do. He's gonna end up fighting Luffy's crew at some point.
I think Shanks is going to pretend to be a villain, and then teach his crew like a lesson.
I honestly think that at some point, Luffy and I honestly think that at some point Shanks is going to turn on Luffy.
I think he's good. I think it's going
He
to be
doesn't
like
seem like it. I mean,
I
from
think
where
it's
I
gonna be a
am,
toe
unless he
turn.
does something else that's.
I think
That's the point, though.
I think he's going to pretend to turn on Luffy, but then like the giant blowout battle that they have is going to turn out is going to be like,
Yeah, he
I knew you
doesn't
had it.
seem
in
like
you.
Shanks
an
is gonna die though.
I
at some
knew.
point.
Yeah, he's probably.
Shanks doesn't seem like an asshole. Shanks seems like I'm just here having
He's
fun.
a pirate though.
Yeah, but like there's a difference. Like there are asshole pirates, and
I
then
think
there's like
he's
good
over
natured
it,
pirates
and
that just
also
want to
he
have
probably-
fun.
We don't know anything about Shanks' crew. We
I
don't know
think-
what they do.
I think Shanks.
Well,
and his,
one of them is Usopp's dad.
I think Shanks and his.
Who abandoned his child?
Yeah.
Well, because he's just an asshole.
I think Shanks and his crew is over it now,
just kinda
and they
proved
probably already know what the One Piece is.
They probably seen One Piece.
Friendship.
They no. Was it Oda 100% confirmed that it's an actual treasure? It's not friendship.
I would assume so.
Yeah, he's
I
no,
can't-
but everyone's like,
Where did
oh,
Bob
it's
go?
probably friendship.
It's probably the journey.
yeah, no. He's like,
Wait,
no,
where did Bob
One
go?
Piece is a legitimate
Is a thing.
treasure.
I mean, I just say that to be an asshole.
Jake, where did Bob go?
But no, yeah, it's
He, like,
totally
I don't know.
treasure.
He,
It's
like-
probably gold
just, like,
and shit,
evaporated.
but also the
Yeah,
best fruit.
with his devil fruit.
No, because I
That
was
would
just.
make sense.
You told me to close my ears for a minute, and then like I come back and did
He
Bob's
never had
gone.
devil fruit. He was just a god.
Ears,
Yeah,
not
he
your
was just a
eyes.
beast with the best hockey.
I did
That's
both.
awesome.
I don't think Luffy's gonna end up with Boa.
Yeah, no,
I think he might end up with Nami.
probably.
Ew.
No, there's a lot. Like if you go back and you kind of look at it, of all the girls that Luffy's, interacted with, he's kind of had the most chemistry with Nami. Just in general, like, I mean, like, yeah, he went out to save Robin and whatnot.
Either he might end up with Nami, or they might do the cliche thing and just give him to Sanji. Give her to Sanji.
That makes
No, I don't
sense.
think Sanji's gonna end up with her. Especially not if you look at the current arc now.
Why does he have to have anyone?
Who, Luffy?
Did
Yeah.
whale tier whatever
I just think that it might. happen.
Spanish
Who knows?
weird whale tier explosion
He
bomb
doesn't seem
thing
like that guy.
come back and do a
I
thing?
don't remember. It's been a while.
I would laugh my ass off if like one of them whispers something in his ear. He's like, "What's that? I've never heard of that." Oh, is that what you do?
Mm.
Like he
Speaking
just,
of which,
like he just doesn't know what
did you-
sex is.
No, speaking of which, did you fucking see the newest episode of Dragon Ball Z Bridge?
Yes.
You got a week left and we're gonna use it. What do you mean, Chi-Chi?
So what would we name
How
our
the
new
fuck
clothing
did
line?
Goku
Big
get
green,
Chi-Chi
big
pregnant?
green threads.
How the fuck did he get her pregnant? Like, how the fuck did he know? Like, she had to have led the way.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
DBZ Abridged. That's what was implied.
Yeah, basically, because there is no way in hell he knew what that was. Because the first time he ever saw a girl was when he was
It just
15
clicked.
years
That's how
old, and he's
Goten
just
got
like,
born.
Where's the
your
penis?
Yeah,
Let's
where's
go.
your penis?
I don't know why it just clicked in my mind. Oh, that's setting the fruit for Goten.
I mean,
Yep.
how the?
I don't know why that just clicked now. I thought it was just a joke.
As soon as she said everyone leave, I was like, this is Goten. Goten's happening right now.
I thought because I saw the sex thing, but like I don't know why my gears just clicked. Like, oh yeah, that's right. She pumps out another boy.
Yeah. Who becomes a Super Saiyan at like what is it, age
That-
7?
Oh, okay.
Oh my god, they're so good, and because he's a Super Saiyan.
Kind of relative. Kind of relative.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
yeah.
they're so good.
Do you think that when he like came inside?
Oh man, they're genius.
Inside fucking Chi-Chi, he went Super Saiyan.
No, he was already Super Saiyan.
No, I mean like he was like normal, but when he was like approaching orgasm, he just.
Oh, you mean,
Ah!
you mean for Gohan?
No, for Goten.
No, for Goten, he was already a Super Saiyan.
So
he was doing the Super Saiyan all day thing.
Oh, so you think he fucked her? Oh god, poor woman. That poor woman.
Not even for a woman. She held him down.
He crushed her penis.
So when I was like in middle school, like I don't know who told me this, but like apparently.
But that is some good thinking. They
That
were thinking
is-
about that. That's some good writing on that.
when I was in middle school,
like, and that's why Gohan became.
Someone-
That's why Goten became a Super Saiyan so quick.
someone told me like this,
Super Saiyan
like this
Square.
mythical, like it didn't happen bullshit. Like there was like something.
We're
that-
talking about Dragon Ball.
like a little short.
Yeah, they started
Like there was like a little
the birds
short
and
on like
bees.
an Adult Swim commercial where like Goku and like Chi-Chi are like a Nimbus cloud and he just fucks her.
Yeah, that never happened.
And
That
man.
sounds like shit from DragonMoon.com.
How about my favorite fan fiction, Dragon Ball Super?
Oh,
Actually, I hear
I haven't watched
I
it
hear
yet.
it's been pretty good though.
I
Actually,
still don't
lately.
care.
I've only heard
I
stuff and
still don't
things.
care.
I'm not gonna watch it until they dub it, which they have started on, I believe.
Yeah, apparently.
two
What
things
happened?
about Dragon Ball. The first thing,
Because the dub will be super self-aware
did you
and
know
funny.
that Trunks is based
Yeah.
off of John Connor? From
Yeah, I can see
Terminator
that.
2? Yeah, he's based on John Connor from Terminator 2.
that makes sense.
Mhm.
And I haven't watched the Terminator.
You got to watch
You haven't
the
watched
Terminator.
any of them?
Oh.
Oh,
I yelled at him
this.
the other day at work because he's
This
like
man
never.
with his lack of any of the classics.
Like you've
Any-
seen
any-
RoboCop, you've seen
hasn't
RoboCop,
seen
and you're
he
like,
just saw
Warriors.
RoboCop though.
you like Robo. You're gonna like Terminator.
I love
I will.
Terminator.
I'm sure I will.
like Terminator so much that I forget I like Terminator so
James
much.
Cameron-
Fun
sometimes.
fact: did everybody know that the first Terminator was supposed to be O.J. Simpson?
Hey.
I get
That's-
it because he murdered his wife.
Ole.
No, literally, they were gonna cast him.
I get
Fun
it because he
fact,
murdered his
Hunter-
wife.
Fun fact: if I had to name my drop ship in my
Wait,
thing,
what if
anything,
he
it would be
is
Hunter
actually a
Killers.
Terminator? What if the world's gonna end because he killed his wife? And like,
What if the world's gonna end because
She
he
had
was
a-
dumb enough
the
to try to
time
get his
juggernaut.
Heisman back with his old
no,
crew?
man, think about it for a second. Let's think about this for a second. Okay, so his wife cheats on him, right, with this guy.
What's our movie?
He murders his wife and the guy.
Put in time.
Say 55.
Has anyone ever
You have a
seen
computer,
O.J.
it's right
Simpson
there.
bleed?
It's the
Has
PS3
anyone ever seen
block.
O.J. Simpson bleed?
Oh,
No. Two. He's one of the
He was
greatest.
in a Naked Gun movie.
Yeah. Okay. But
Yeah.
in which when Terminators come back in time, they're naked. Okay.
Yeah.
He won the highest. He's one of the greatest running backs of all time.
I'm gonna Google O.J.
Alright.
Simpson bleeds.
Why?
Go ahead. Oh no, Terminators can bleed because of the skin or whatever.
Yeah,
Something
the-
really.
But yeah, but like he's
the
one of the greatest of all time, right?
Natural skin.
He's like one of the
wait,
greatest running backs of all time. So I mean, he lets people tackle him because it's like, you know, you're a robot. I mean, yes, you're perfect. You can mow down people, but at the same time, you want people to believe you're human.
I thought so, I
He's
just
gotta
remembered
be a
something
Terminator.
So dumb about Terminator.
What?
Oh, you remember at Salvation?
What about it?
Face he gave me. So in Salvation, there's a part where they're in like the wrecked city, and like I don't know, and then all of a sudden like a Terminator just shows up wearing fucking like a ghillie suit, and I'm like, why does a Terminator need a ghillie suit? It's a big inconspicuous robot man. You can see it from. That's not gonna hide it. What is it? What is it doing wearing that?
Ghillie suits are cool.
They are cool.
Why?
Let me
That's
see.
not OJ at all.
Let me see.
That's Hulk Hogan.
Why?
What?
But anyway,
it's far down, but
unless
still.
if you can prove me
You're trying to
wrong,
find
I am
dudes on
100%
OJ Simpson,
certain
I don't
that
know why.
OJ Simpson is
picture of
Terminator.
OJ bleeding.
Oh, also forgot, like, I haven't seen you in forever, and
2
I just
years.
want to say that I beat Shadow Hearts 1.
Great game. Do you have the original?
I have all 3.
PS2 or?
PS2.
Oh man, they're so good.
But do you have
I still-
Kodelka?
I don't have Kodelka.
I have Kodelka. It's good. It's fun.
I really liked it. It was a basic but fun RPG.
The
Also,
second one
Bacon
The
is
second one's a
the
lot
best
better.
second one is my favorite RPG of all time.
It's a great game.
It
I
is
don't
so
think he's
good.
a Terminator.
It is so good.
Unless the Terminator can age.
They can actually. That's
Never
been
mind.
confirmed in
been
the new
confirmed.
movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know
It's
what?
a
You've
dumb
never
explanation.
seen. Yeah, you've
It's
never seen
stupid.
Terminator, so
But I wouldn't
I still
watch the
haven't
later
seen.
ones.
I still haven't seen Genesis.
Even I wouldn't.
Genesis is kind of mediocre. It's weird.
Yeah.
Like I think it was Genesis that they did the whole Terminator's can age thing.
Yeah.
Because
I-
what is he like? He's like a T200, T500 or something.
Yeah, but they only did that. I think the only reason that they made that canon was to explain why Arnold
He's
is
so
an old
old.
man.
Yeah, most definitely that's what they did it. But
Yeah.
like there was like, you know what, he got a semi-natural skin, so it ages over time and blah blah blah.
Whatever.
It's like we're going into the time stream to do some stuff. He's like, I'll take the long way, and then he just kind of waited it out and was working as like a construction person
Yeah.
at the building where Skynet was being built.
I like
And he learned to drive, and he learned to
I could
kind of be
tell.
more of a person.
By your intensity
It's fun.
of you never fucking watched the Terminator?
I need your clothes, your boots, and,
and
your
your
motorcycle.
motorcycle.
Have you at least seen the WWE
Of
commercial?
course, I've seen that.
That's so fucking good.
Yep.
Dean Ambrose.
Have you seen the Aliens movies?
No, he hasn't.
Of course not.
He hasn't seen anything.
You know what? I'll drop all
even have-
the editing
okay, no,
that I'll
no,
have to do for the
you
next
need
month.
to also watch the really questionably so bad it's good one with fucking Ron Perlman.
Have you seen The Predator? Any of them?
Can we watch really shitty horror movies?
I actually haven't. Seen
I
the
have to
Predator.
show you guys
I
a
watch
really
AVP.
shitty horror movie that I've
That
seen.
doesn't count.
Which one
No,
is
it
that?
does
I actually
Uh,
haven't seen the Predator.
It's
either.
called like Chill.
Any of them?
It's just called
No.
Chill.
One or two?
No.
I think I know what you're talking
We need
about.
to sit you
Oh,
two down
God.
and watch Predator 1 and 2.
No.
You know, I've seen Predator. I actually watched Predator 1 and 2 back to back with a good friend of mine.
Yeah, but these two haven't.
You would love Predator.
I'm
But-
gonna have me some fun.
Uh,
I'm gonna have me some fun.
It has Jesse.
Ah!
It has Jesse the Body Ventura.
No,
Predator's
but,
fucking great.
yeah, Predator's fucking cool, man. He rips a man's spine out.
You
That's his
ugly
first role,
son
too,
of a
right?
bitch.
Jesse the Body Ventura's
No,
first
you
role
were one
was in the
ugly
Predator.
motherfucker.
I believe.
What
It
the
was
hell
cool.
are you?
Yeah, it was
What
like his
the hell are
debut
you?
in like films.
It might have been the
I
Running
think so.
Man. It might have been the Running Man. I think that came out first.
They definitely did.
Yeah,
Huh.
the Running Man. He plays Captain. He basically plays Mike Hagar.
Mm.
Like Mike Hagar is based off of Jesse the Body Ventura. I'm pretty sure.
Really?
Oh,
I
in that
love
movie.
Predators, and I love Predator, and I love Predator lore.
Oh no!
But
I just saw a news update that Jason David Frank is playing Bloodshot in a Bloodshot movie.
What?
You know, Valiant Comics, Rob Liefeld character,
I know.
Bloodshot.
Rob Liefeld is a piece of shit, and everything that he's ever done is garbage.
My favorite one is
now
Bloodshot
we will have
and
him on the
Youngblood.
podcast.
This blood's for you. Out for blood.
I hope that they like
You never
physically.
shut up about that, you
I hope that they
fucking-
So
physically
good.
deform him with CGI so he looks like a Rob Liefeld character.
No, there's a picture of him right now. This is what he looks like.
He doesn't look. He looks somewhat deformed.
If listeners just look up a picture. It's so weird.
But yeah, I love Predator and Predator lore and all that shit.
just
This
just
fucking
basically any
this
80s
hunter
sci-fi
race
movie.
that like they
Oh my god.
Here's the-
value honor and shit over everything else.
They're also
And that's
making-
why the new Predators movie was a piece of shit with their robot dogs and their fucking robot Hulk and shit.
Have you ever heard of the movie Night Beast?
What?
Night Beast.
I don't think I have.
What do you think the movie Night Beast is about, just for the name?
Werewolves?
No, it's about an alien. That's a movie that you and I need to watch together. Night
Probably,
Beast.
yeah.
And then the sequel, Night Beast.
What did you miss?
Yeah, what did we miss?
He's laughing at Bloodshot.
No, because then another article showed up that said they're making a Ninjak movie.
What?
Who remembers Ninjak?
I don't know who.
And the guy who plays Ninjak is the guy who plays Deadshot in Arrow.
Wow.
What the fuck is who's Ninja? Anyway,
He's literally Jago from Killer.
I like and Jago's just Ninja Rohan. But
He's
so what was I gonna
literally
say? Oh yeah, because we were talking about Terminator before. I just kind of want to bring this up because I love
just start dying.
I love Christian Bale.
Ninjak, who the fuck cares?
Christian Bale wants to play Solid Snake in a movie. He's
As long as he doesn't do that fucking shitty Batman voice.
no, of course not.
Ooh. God,
I mean,
fucking
I-
damn.
I have to actually sit down and watch those Batman movies.
I would love to see them do a Metal Gear Solid movie, or like
Wh-
maybe a
which
mini
one is the
series
one
on
with
HBO.
the Joker? Fucking
Dark Knight.
Ninjak.
I actually have to watch The Dark Knight because like
You've never watched The Dark Knight?
I caught it. I woke up. This is another woke up tube story. I woke up and I caught it from the beginning when they had like the dudes in the hockey suits pretending to be Batman,
I'm sorry.
like fighting criminals.
Ninja.
And then as soon as I heard Christian Bale do the Batman voice, I was like, well, I'm not watching this today, and I changed the channel.
It's a good movie.
I
mean,
know it's a good movie.
voice is
It's
over-exaggerated.
so
Your best wake up and go back to sleep is when you watch the first Star Wars episode 1. I woke up, fell asleep, and woke up again.
I think my
Fell
favorite is.
asleep.
I think my
No.
favorite is still the new Game of Death.
yeah,
The King of Kung Fu.
Goodbye, Bruce Lee.
Let him show what he can do.
No, because he told me about this, and I ended up finding the new
Yep.
Game of Death.
He found like the song on like a soundtrack or something, and then he found the scene itself.
Yeah,
And I was like,
But it gets
He's finally done
better
it.
because the main villain in the new Game of Death movie is Betty from Kung Pao.
yep,
yeah.
Have
with
you
the
seen
whip.
Kung Pao Enter the Fist?
I've seen some things of it.
Good.
not the
I've
whole
seen
thing.
the movie.
As
more
long as you've seen
times than-
bits.
I've seen the movie more times than you could probably guess.
It got to the point where I saw enough bits of the movie that I saw the whole movie. Then I watched the whole movie. I'm like, no, yeah, I saw the whole movie.
I've seen the movie multiple times. Like, I could probably recite about 90% of the
It's a
script.
great movie. It's a classic. And also Kung Fu Hustle.
We should-
You would love the movie. You
Probably.
personally would love
Actually, yeah.
the movie.
If I love Anchorman, I probably.
Yep.
I don't know if I'd compare it to Anchorman.
Well, has
I
that same
kinda would.
form of like.
Yeah.
Are we gonna do a Willie and Randy?
Yeah, we need to wrap up this impromptu.
Well, it's been an hour,
Podcrash
so it's fine.
Because I don't know what the fuck you just started talking about shit, and he got me hyped that he finished Alabaster.
Yeah, we kind of just went off the rails, and we got Samurai Champloo sidetracked.
We haven't seen each other in a while, so it's fine.
2 years.
2 years.
I mean, I need
bring that up
to
there.
continue watching
Oh.
One Piece.
I love how Jake means rebirth. Rebirth of things that we didn't think we'd do for you.
It's still on hiatus. Don't expect like
You're fucking getting this done.
I will.
It's
It's going
I
up
do-
as soon as possible. It's going up in October.
because you fucked me over with Star Fox Zero.
Yeah, yeah. But I had computer problems, so
What the fucking getting a cannon out?
I was having computer problems at the time. So
Eventually, I'll air my shit for that.
I'm still.
By the way,
upset
I
that
agree
we're
I
with
not-
still
some-
have.
I
I
agree
actually
with
still
some
have
Call Me
the
Johnny.
audio.
What?
I actually still have the audio for that.
It's too
Oh.
late.
One question.
That half that
DJ.
shit we probably talk about hasn't aged for
If
shit.
it comes out before, if it comes out in October, which I think it will, can we do a Friday the 13th gameplay?
Didn't you say it comes out like late?
I don't know if. Oh, I mean, like just in general though, I'd like to do one because I think it would be funny.
yeah, I would.
Us taking turns playing because I'm gonna get the game, and like,
You know what we could do? We could do a live stream.
meh,
That way I don't have to commit myself to an edit. And if I do want to commit myself to an edit, I could say,
It'll just.
One-
It was the live stream.
yeah, we did it in Spooktober. It's a late Spooktober thing. I can give myself a mental excuse for
And-
that. Because I'm a nut job
and
and I'm insane.
and honestly, I mean, like, with the whole thing, I mean, if none of us like the
You know,
chances.
I'm just
The
a
chances
perfectionist.
of any of us playing Jason would be like 1 in 8 or like 1 in 9.
Watch me play it the first time.
Yeah, so I mean, like, if none of us play Jason, I'd say that each of us, that would take like maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours. If one of us plays Jason, obviously we'd have to play through the whole whatever. But I mean, like, as soon as one of us dies, we just quit out the room and go into the next room.
We could do a live stream.
Right.
I could confirm that.
Because
then
that
later
game
on-
is going to be so fucking good.
I bet.
It's going to be so much fun to play.
Wait, I feel like how many players is it?
It's 8 players. It's 1 versus 7.
8 players. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
We all have to get a copy of the game, and we also have to have we all have to have a computer that can run both a game and recording software.
Well, I'm getting the PS4 version.
Keep that in mind.
Yeah, I'm getting the PS4
Also, apparently, Action is being an asshole and is just automatically telling everyone, hey, you don't actually have it. I'm going to turn that setting off. So I actually had to legitimately buy Action because I don't think Wacky is going to find a replacement for me for a very long time. So I just bought it. It's like it's 20 for the free version, but I noticed that the home version.
What?
There's a home. I meant home instead of free. Like,
I was about to say.
there's a home version and like a commercial use version, and
Yeah.
for some reason the home version won't let me record any like videos online in full screen mode, which is fucking weird. So I actually emailed them saying, "Hey, does your home version let you record videos online in full screen? Because if not, I'm gonna get a refund for that and just buy the
commercial
version, which is like $10 more,
Mm.
because I need something
Yeah.
to record on a screen with, and I don't want Fraps to make a huge fucking file.
But yeah.
That is ridiculous.
But yeah, the whole Friday the 13th thing or whatever. I'm probably gonna watch all the movies this October.
That game looks really good though.
Yeah, there's something like. Well, I
You
mean,
don't-
like
I don't think you have to watch all the movies.
it's just like probably the first.
should
one.
watch
Yeah,
Jason.
probably no,
Watch the
probably
first
Jason
four
X.
Or in like the
Jason
last
X.
3 or something.
Just because it's Jason X.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably the first 4 because that's the mom, Jason again, and then Tommy Jarvis.
You also have to listen
Because
to his
after a
band.
while, it starts being like, I fucking ate Jason's heart. Now I'm Jason. Or
maybe
I
I'm
got
not-
Jason mask and I put his mask on and I'm Jason, but no, he shot me. I'm a fat black guy.
Now I'm Jason.
Oh, did I tell you I was watching a movie called like Blackwater Sasquatch, and it was about like people in the country smoking crystal meth, and then Sasquatch would kill them.
That's what.
What?
That's how it happened.
But wait,
What?
here's how what happened.
Nobody will
It
believe
turns
him.
out that Sasquatch is just a black guy, and that people smoking crystal meth makes them think that the black man is Sasquatch. I swear to God, I was like, "What?"
It all makes sense now.
Good.
I watched it. I was like, "This is."
Speaking of black guys killing people, apparently in
O.J. Simpson.
No, in the new Mafia and Mafia 3, you
We're
can
never
come
gonna get
across
to
a KKK meeting. Just
What?
murder them all.
What?
I'd do it.
I would too. So yeah, everybody buy Mafia 3.
Do it.
All right. So like,
That's another topic for a panel.
Really quick, because I'm about to say goodnight, everybody.
okay. Last thing, and this is like
Is
an idea
it
for
though?
no. It's an idea for a movie for like a video.
Because we could go on forever.
We could, yeah.
So
Forever?
I like. There's a movie
Yeah.
that I want to watch, but if I'm gonna watch it, I'd very much like it if we could all just do like a Mystery Science Theater thing of it.
Like
Is it
Anonymous
one
Rex.
that they wouldn't care if the video was put on YouTube?
I mean, wouldn't
We could just put the audio
yeah,
up,
but-
and then they play it alongside the movie. That's what most.
Also,
people do.
speaking of which,
yeah.
now that we got Jake back, I feel like we should redo Super Lovers.
Oh my god.
Or do Super Lovers episode 2.
Why?
Okay, we could talk about this after the podcast, but anyway.
Yeah.
So
Why
here's
are
the
we
thing.
watching
wouldn't
Super Lover?
But like here's the thing though.
No!
I haven't done anything with that either.
I just recovered the audio.
I'm not-
But like what is it? Like wouldn't that be covered because we'd be it would be a parody of it. Wouldn't that be under
Oh god,
fair
I
use?
feel like Jake would have analyzed fucking
If
Super
we do
Lover
Mystery
that
Science Theater of a
hard,
movie,
too.
wouldn't that be fair use or no?
It's
They would
all
still-
loose and bullshit
Yeah,
now. So.
and
But
we don't
so anyway-
and we don't have.
But so anyway, the movie is called Sasquatch versus DB Cooper.
Who?
DB Cooper?
This sounds like a movie that no one would care about. So maybe it
You
is
don't
safe.
know. You don't know who DB Cooper is?
Refresh me.
DB Cooper was. I'm probably saying his name wrong or remembering his name wrong, but basically he was this guy who like hijacked an airplane filled with money and then he just disappeared.
Oh yeah, that guy. The only guy to like successfully do a plane heist.
Yeah, but like there's like a rumor that Tommy Wiseau is DB Cooper because they both have weird accents. They kind of look the same, and Tommy Wiseau comes out of nowhere and makes a room with money. So everyone's like, he must be DB Cooper. Another conspiracy theory.
It kind of
Just like O.J. Simpson being a real Terminator.
Yeah.
Can that be the name of this podcast? O.J. Simpson is a Terminator.
I'll make it happen.
Yep.
But anyway,
happy.
And,
So, yeah.
and you have to end it with that song that doesn't sound like a song.
no, just
But they're
end it.
dressing
Just
up
end it
as-
with the X-Men theme song.
No, those are probably actually
Oh.
copyright.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah. So
And
this
with the
movie is
bootleg
called
shitty version of
DB
that.
Cooper versus Sasquatch. And as you can guess, and Eric Roberts plays DB Cooper.
Good.
Eric Roberts, Julia Roberts' brother. What was he in? He was in the music video for The Killers, Mr. Brightside.
We watched a movie with another iconic acting brother.
Oh yes.
Oh.
Oh yes.
Oh.
Alec Baldwin's brother.
What was his name even?
Who
Well,
cares?
I don't-
Speaking of
Evan Baldwin. I don't
yeah,
know.
speaking of
Wasn't
like
it Billy
brothers
Baldwin or
who speaking of brothers who like kind of go off their brother's fame, like it's kind of like a back and forth thing.
Another
Donnie
20
Wa-
minutes, everybody.
No, last thing. Donnie Wahlberg. Donnie Wahlberg was in New Kids on the Block. His brother was Marky Mark. Marky Mark becomes an actor. Donnie
It's a
Wahlberg.
funky bunch.
Yeah, no, he gets the Funky Bunch, becomes an actor because he whips out his dick in fucking what's it called, Boogie Nights.
Yeah.
Hero.
Becomes a really
Well,
popular actor.
allegedly whoops out his dick.
Yeah.
Some say it's a prosthetic.
Who knows?
Yeah. who knows?
Courageous.
Only O.J. Simpson knows. But anyway, Donnie Wahlberg fades out into obscurity, comes back, and now for some reason he's just detective and everything. He was the detective in Saw. He's in a show where he plays a detective now.
He's Detective Pikachu.
No, I thought that was Danny DeVito.
I wish.
I wish.
I hope.
But anyway.
Everyone hopes and wishes.
But anyway, yeah. Let's see if we can
Did
probably.
Vito come out saying,
Let's
like,
let's
I'm
see
not
if we
fucking
can get
doing this
DB
shit.
Cooper
I think he
versus
came out saying,
Sasquatch.
"What the fuck is a Pikachu?"
I think the movie's like $7. I'm willing to fucking throw $7 at us.
Shit, $7.
Yeah, I'm willing to throw fucking $7 at a movie if we can watch fucking DB Cooper versus Sasquatch.
We could definitely do it. Hopefully, they're not one of those asshole like so independent that they pay attention to.
Hey, you watched our movie?
Like
You talking shit about our movie?
yo,
We're gonna DMCA you.
like Necrostorm,
Yep.
the creators of Death Cargo.
Or
And now this video's
the
going
one
down,
group
too.
that
They-
makes all those shitty fucking Christian
We
movies.
just did a live stream where I literally just talked about it, and Torian just went, "Would you please stop? Does this ever end?"
Yeah, he read the entire saga.
Okay.
Mm.
Anyway, that was our podcast.
Dan, anything to say about Bon Clay? Anything to state?
Yeah,
Oh
Dan.
my, where did Bon Clay come from?
Bon Clay Clay.
Bon Clay?
Bone
For real, not for Clay Clay.
Bon Clay made sure that
Shanae.
Bon Clay made sure that the Straw
best
Hats
Mar-
could get the One Piece.
best
Good night, everybody.
The best Martin character, Shanae.
Yes.
She was!
Shut up! You're bringing
And no
back
one- and no one-
literally,
Speaking of
old
Sinead,
Dan.
Oh, God.
No,
Kid
that's
and Play
not
actually
even
did a
Resurrection.
fucking.
That's not even, like, fucking
Kid and Play actually did an interview.
Dan, back in middle
Last
school,
year.
okay? Dan
On,
used to
Hot
come up to
97.
me and go, "Yo,
Kid and Play are still alive.
That actually had nothing to do with it.
Oh, can we
what
watch
you
that
did,
movie
though.
No,
too?
I know, but that was actually nothing
I
to do with it.
want to watch House Party 2 as
And
well.
they just had a random bird voice.
Wasn't
and
Martin
said
Lawrence in
something
House...
about
Dan, was Martin Lawrence in House Party 2?
Yes.
Yes.
He was in all of them.
Was he...
Alright. Billy and Mandy.
We gotta watch House Party 1, 2, and 3.
Mm.
Which one's the one where they have... That's kind of like Ferris Bueller a little bit? I think that's House Party 3.
I think that was the last
Two.
one.
What do you
I
mean?
think
The
it's
one
two.
with, I think, the band Immature. Is in
No, I
it?
think that was the last one. This was, I think, the third
Which
one.
Yeah,
one's-
where they do the.
Black Knight.
You talking about the one with the pajama party?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. I think that's 3.
That's 3, yeah.
Okay. I've seen parts of 3. I've seen most of 2. My favorite scene in 2 is when Queen Latifah does her knowledge is power rap. Because knowledge is power. And she's dressed up in like traditional African garb.
I'm willing to watch all of the Kid and Play Heads fucking class act.
Yo, I haven't seen that in such a long time. No, I didn't watch. No, we didn't watch that.
I say all, but it's just the four movies.
Can we also watch How High? I mean, I know it's Method Man and Redman, but
yeah.
I like them.
Can we watch the Method
Man
series?
I haven't watched Class X in like a couple of years. I need to rewatch that movie again.
Same.
So we'll do. So we'll just. It'll be me, you, and
we'll do a Kid and Play-a-thon. House Party 1, 2, and 3 in class act.
They're like the 2 Corys except black.
Please support the official release.
All right, that was our podcast.
And now for
All
sure.
right, now it's actually over.
Yeah.
And now for something completely different.
Pray for Far 4.
What?
Go look it up.
Bye.
I'm trying hard.
My problems up on the shelf. The workday's over and I got it made. Like Johnny Kemp said, I just got paid and I'm ready to mingle. Young man, single and free, ready to get busy. Down to party, hardy and have a good time. All I need is a partner in crime. Call up the homies and hope they might say they're down to paint the town red tonight. Look in the closet and pull out the hype gear. Hook up the high top fade and I'm out of here. To a disco or a party of some kind. Hope that I would find myself a good time. Before I'm through and the night is done, man, I'm gonna have fun.
Ain't gonna hurt nobody. We're just dancing, y'all. Ain't gonna hurt nobody. Out there on the floor. Ain't gonna hurt nobody. We're just dancing, baby. Ain't gonna hurt nobody. Gonna give you more. Oh yeah,
If you're looking for more, step on the dance floor. Check your coat and your troubles at the door. Cause for sure you're gonna see a smile today. The problems of the world seem miles away. The only thing that matters is a good time that can be had with the help of a good rhyme. The DJ's hype more than up to par. Uh-oh, there goes a cutie at the bar. So I stroll on over and say hi. And tell her I'm the PLAY. And would she like to dance a while? I'll do anything to see you smile, you see. My job is to take you higher. After a couple of songs, I'll inquire. Having fun? Well, I ain't done. The best is yet to come.
ain't gonna hurt nobody. We're just dancing, y'all. Ain't gonna hurt nobody. Out there on the floor. Ain't gonna hurt nobody. We're just dancing, baby. Ain't gonna hurt nobody. Gonna give you more. Oh yeah,
The music's hype, and if it's alright with you, I wouldn't mind spending the rest of the night with you.
No kidding, babe, we can make some noise. You and your girls, and me and my boys. Just
Feeling right, a night filled with pleasure.
we can take it slow with no pressure.
Enough respect.
You won't regret.
This'll be a night you won't soon forget.
Yeah.
And that's a promise from me to you. Take my hand, girl, I'ma see you through.
You don't strike me as a woman that fronts. Here's your chance.
You only live once, I wanna hear you say, oh, what a blast, kid. We sure had good fun while it lasted. Hung out with friends.
and hit the skins.
Next week we're gonna do it again.
ain't nobody.